Lunges are a good movement to help with the strength and stabilization of the legs and the hip joint. It also puts a lot of emphasis on the core as well. Now, as simple as this movement is, it's actually a lot more complicated than what you think. So I'm going to try to go through the basics of this and get you to really understand how to do the lunge properly, safely, and most effectively. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is the stance of the feet. We've talked before about the train track and the tightrope. Now, again, the tightrope is when the feet are together. When we step forward, they stay in line with each other. The train track is when the feet are apart. When we step forward, they stay out. So in the train track situation, you have better balance and stability. So this is going to be an important thing to understand as you're doing the lunge. You want to have a good base of support, but as your core gets stronger and as your legs and your joints get stronger, you'll be able to bring those feet closer and closer together. And so this is the long-term goal that we're trying to accomplish. Now, when you step forward, it's important that the back knee drops down toward the floor. You actually get good flexion in the foot. So you're kind of up on your toes. Bring the heel up high. Let that knee drop down. Keep your body upright. Your body should be fairly perpendicular to the floor. And then your front knee shouldn't travel in front of the toes. What we want to avoid is we want to avoid that forward lean, which is going to put a lot of pressure on the knee, the patella tendon, especially on that front leg. And we also want to avoid the backward lean, which is going to put a lot of tension and pressure on the lower back. So the body perpendicular as you step forward, lower down, push back up, and recover. Before you take the next step, make sure that you're fully recovered, you've got your balance back, and then step into the next one. Now again, when doing these, I want you to go as low as you feel comfortable with. If you can get to where the knee is going all the way to the floor, eventually you may even want to add a step where you're actually stepping up onto a step to get a little bit more range of motion and a little bit more depth with the lunge. But it's very, very important to keep that body balanced, keep that weight distributed evenly between the back foot and the front foot. You should feel equal pressure on both. If you're not, you're doing something wrong. You're either leaning forward or you're leaning backwards. Now, when you do this with the dumbbells, you just want to have the hands held out to the side and relaxed. When you're doing them without weight, hands are on the hips so that you don't counterbalance yourself and try to help stabilize the core. Make the core work. That's the advantage of doing a lunge. Standing lunges, I'm going to do with my hands on my hips. That way, you're not going to counterbalance your body as you're trying to do these. Now, we're going to step forward, lower down, and push back up. Make sure that as you do this, you go as low as you can, but keep your body perpendicular to the floor. You don't want to be leaning forward, and you don't want to be leaning back. Here's a shot of it from the side. You can see I keep my body fairly perpendicular. For added resistance, I'm going to work with the dumbbells doing the lunge. Now again, we're going to alternate legs, step forward, down, back up, keep the body perpendicular to the floor, go as low as you can. You should feel weight on your back foot as well as your front foot. Okay, so again from the side. Keep that body perpendicular.